Friends, today we are going to learn a very interesting topic, introduction to conic section. First of all, we discuss the layout of our today lecture. Meanings of cone, how cone is formed, how double right circular cone formed, components of right circular cone, what is meant by conic section, right circular cone intersection with the plane and formulation of circle, parabola, ellipse and hyperbola. Okay. First of all, meanings of cone. Cone is a 3D shape which has flat base and round lateral surface with the point on top. We talk about this point on top and round lateral surface. Its surface is round and lateral and one point at its top. The point is called apex or vertex. This fixed point is called apex or vertex. The flat part is the base, as shown by the arrows. The flat part is base. Next thing is, the things having cone shapes are called conical. All the things having the cone shape are called conical shapes. First of all, how cone is formed. Cone is basically formed by a rotating triangle in a right angle triangle. Its longer side rotates around its shorter side. In this picture we can see this a triangle from point A, O and C. This triangle rotates and then we get a shape is called a cone. Okay, when this triangle rotates, a line indicated by height is fixed and other slant height are rotate around it, then we get a shape is called cone. Okay, the slide it rotate around is called the axis of cone, as the height shown in the picture is the axis. Basically this height is called the axis of the cone around which this triangle rotates and gives us the shape of cone. Okay, how double right circular cone is formed. When a straight line intersect vertical line at a fixed point and rotate about that fixed point, the surface obtained is called double right circular cone. Here we have two lines. First one is this and second is this as axis. When they are intersecting at this point, when this line rotates about the axis, which is a fixed line, this is rotate, then we get a shape is called circular cone or right double circular cone. Okay, now we discuss about its components. The rotating line is called the generator of the cone. In this picture we can see that we have two lines. First one is this and second one is this. The rotating line is called the generator. A line, this line is called the generator which rotates around the axis. Okay, next, component of a right circular cone. Naps in the lateral surface or the round surface of the cone. The cone, basically there are two parts of a right circular cone. One is this and second is this. Okay, these two parts are called naps. Naps is the lateral surface or a round surface of the cone. They are round surface. Okay, and the upper part, basically the cone above the vertex, is called upper nap. What is vertex? Vertex is this point. Okay, and the upper part of this vertex is called the upper nap and the lower part of this vertex is called the lower nap. Two naps or two parts of right circular cone. One is upper nap and second is this one and this one upper nap and lower naps. Okay, the line which is rotating is called the generator. As we already discussed, a line which is rotating, that is this one rotating, is called the generator of the cone. And the fixed vertical line here is called axis. Where is this fixed vertical line? Basically this is fixed vertical line and this is called the axis of the circular cone. Next thing is the fixed angle is called the vertical angle. Where is located this fixed angle? This alpha angle is actually the vertical angle. Okay, next thing, the intersecting point of two lines is called the vertex. Where these two lines joined, this point is called the vertex of the cone, where two lines intersect each other. First line is this one, axis, and second line is generator of the cone. Okay, the vertex divided the cone in two naps. Basically this vertex divides the cone in two parts, upper nap and lower nap. Okay, next, why is it called right circular cone? It is called circular as the base is circle. As we can see that the base of the cone is circular shaped. Okay, when the generator line round about a fixed axis, we get a circular base. Okay, circular base, and the right because the axis is perpendicular to the center of the base to the plane. We can see that this line, the yellow lines, gives us the axis. Okay, and this region gives us the base, and there is a 90 angle or right angle between the base and the axis. That's why this is called the right circular cone. Okay, and in other words, we can see that it may be rotated right angle triangle. By rotating right angle triangle, we get this cone. That's why it is called right circular cone. Okay, next, what is meant by conic section? This is our main topic. What is meant by conic section? Conic sections, when a plane intersecting a double right circular cone, two-dimensional curves are formed. When a plane, as two-dimensional plane intersecting a right circular cone, then we get different types of shape called the conic section. Details of these conic section we discuss here. There are three types of conic section. First is hyperbola, second is parabola, third is ellipse, and the circle is basically the special type of ellipse. Okay, sometimes it is called the fourth type, but basically circle is the special type of the ellipse. Now we can see that how these four types of conic section formed. Right circular cone intersecting with the plane. When right circular cone intersecting with the plane, then we get actually conic sections, different type of conic section. First of all, circle. The circle is made when a plane intersecting a cone parallel to the base and perpendicular to the axis. Okay, as we already defined the term base and the axis. Okay, if some plane cuts, this is a right circular cone. Okay, when this plane cuts this cone parallel to the base and perpendicular to the axis, then we get a shape is called the circle. In this form, we get a circle by cutting a cone parallel to the base and perpendicular to the axis by a plane. Okay, next shape, ellipse. The ellipse is formed when a plane intersecting one nap of the cone at an angle. Okay, when in case of the circle, what we said that it cut one nap but parallel to the base and perpendicular to the axis. Okay, When the plane cuts the cone at some angle, then a shape obtained is called the ellipse. That's why circle is the special type of ellipse. When this angle is 0 or parallel to the base, then we get a circle, and when we curve a plane that cuts a nape, then we get a ellipse. Okay, next is parabola. The parabola is formed when a plane intersecting one nape of the cone at an angle parallel to the slant edge. Slant edge, as we already discussed, that slant edge is this side. Okay, when a plane cuts the cone, basically one nape of the cone parallel to the slant edge, then we get a shape is called the parabola. Okay, this is the parabola. Next and the last is hyperbola. The hyperbola is formed when a plane intersecting both napes of the cone but not passing through the apex. What is apex? Apex is basically vertex. Okay, a plane cutting the cone but not passing through the apex and cutting both the napes of the cone, then we get a shape is called hyperbola. Okay, in our next video we will discuss details about circle, parabola, ellipse and hyperbola, and about its elements or components and its equations. Okay, thanks for watching. Hopefully this video helps you to understand the concept of conic section and how we get cones, the different types of conic section from the intersection of plane and a cone.